which is making sure that services that have stood apart for so long start working together again. Physical health, mental health, and social care. Back to my time in Watford, I remember talking to a sister who was responsible for a 64-person ward for the elderly. And she told me about one frail old lady who was there. She had nowhere to go. She was physically strong enough to leave hospital and had been for 2 weeks. But they didn't know where she could go. She couldn't go home on her own. Now that's not good for her. It's not a good use of the hospital resources. And we've got to do something about it, and we can. And the way we rise to it is by ensuring that each and every frail older person has a personal care plan, bringing together care workers, medical specialists, and GPs, with the patients and their relatives not being shoved from pillar to post, but having a single point of contact within that team. That is the right way to run a modern health service. And someone in that care team who isn't just responsible for this appointment or that, but is there to make sure all of the needs are addressed. What does that mean in practice? It means that lady wouldn't have been waiting for weeks on end with nowhere to go. And it means much more than that. Because if we do that, if we have that plan for each frail elderly person, think of the difference it could make. The difference it could make to our elderly and to the pressures on the health service. But let me tell it through a story. A simple grab rail in the home can make all the difference to an elderly person. It can stop an elderly person falling over and becoming seriously injured. It can keep them out of hospital. It saves them the pain and suffering. And it saves the NHS thousands of pounds